Okay, we're back now. I think the most annoying thing about this is that the most annoying thing is that the internet didn't even die. The PC didn't die. It was just OBS crashing the stream. Like the software was not like crashed. It just said we're trying to reconnect. I'm like, how the fuck did the stream die when my internet was still working? I could still see chat. The whole chat was saying stream is dead. I'm like, what? I can see it. I can see the chat. Why? How is the stream dead? My internet's working. So yeah, it's a Streamlabs fuck up. Oh, I hate when this happens because it splits one stream into like two individual streams and it just complicates shit. You know, I don't even know if I'll leave this up, to be honest. I might keep it as unlisted or something. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not gonna join it together as a video, so maybe I'll just leave them as two separate. I don't know. Let me know afterwards. But yeah, what are we talking about again? Now I've got like remember my I got to remember my train of thought now. Now I've gotten like fucking, confused. OBS was only wanted you to watch the video. Yeah, OBS was mad. It was taking too long to finish. It just fucking went, fuck that shit. Like, get to the point kind of thing. Ugh. What's up, Galactic Glitch? But yeah, we were on a point. Let me backtrack a bit.
Not to laugh at that.
And there's so much more.
Oh yeah, we're talking about Hayes and Manipulator, and he mentioned that, oh, there's so much more in private that happened that you guys didn't see, which is not impossible, but obviously because it's Keemstar, he could just be saying that as you can't prove nor disprove private interactions that would have solidified them as, friends. Everyone could only see the public, and in public, you were a shitty person to Etika, right? You didn't really seem very friendly, so that's where we're at. How many likes are we at? Well, we have to start again, so probably not many. Although I had a lot of dislikes on the previous stream anyway, probably because I was talking too much,
That happened privately.
Just jump off a cliff. If it's just a simulation, who cares?
Just you guys don't understand.
Was this a publicity stunt?
And I just want to mourn my friend. So please stop making me defend myself.
We're all gone.
We only became close and, had conversations.
What a that joke.
Just now joining. Thoughts so far? I mean, it has not really shed any new light on what we already knew about Keemstar. Like, this is not shit that was private. Let's put it that way. Keemstar, we already knew, was not the nicest person. It is what it is, essentially. Oh, I lost 3 subscribers doing that stream. Can't please everyone.
Job.
This video feels like a video tailored to make you hate Keem. Yeah, obviously, that's kind of the goal. It's like, let's get you to hate Keem, but it seems too blatantly in your face that it just doesn't work the same way. I feel like when iDubbbz did it, it worked. Part of that is because we didn't know as much of the dirt as we knew about Keem. iDubbbz brought a lot of it to light. But another part is that iDubbbz knows how to pull it off better, so it doesn't feel like just a hit piece. It feels like he's genuinely, like, I feel like he went into the psyche of Keemstar and really went on a deeper level, whereas Ethan looks like he just saw some negative things on Keem, compiled it in a video into spliced, skits, and then called it a day. Like, iDubbbz Content Corp, the way he put them together was just masterful. Even with Leafy, like, they go into your brain, your thought processes and shit. You didn't lose subscribers, the subscribers lost you. Thank you, Plush Bros. But yeah, I guess doing different things. Like, I knew this wasn't something I usually do on my channel. I play games. It's my 2-year anniversary. I was gonna do something along those lines, but here we are. So, I took that risk when I did the stream. I should have just watched it on my own, but it is what it is.
In length, privately, about really life in general.
Crazy.
And YouTube and Twitter and all that stuff. Only kind of around the time that we did the interview. before then, before the interview, and after.
Do more shit like this. I don't know, because a lot of this YouTube drama I don't really give a fuck about. There's always some YouTubers doing some shit. Most of them involve YouTubers that are like my youngers, you know. I don't really want to be talking about Jake Paul and all these things that be happening. So that's why I don't usually get involved in things like this. This is only because it's Keemstar and Etika and H3, and these are all people that I've watched in the past and I know enough about the situation, which is kind of why I felt like, I was like, why not? But I like streams like this, thank you. Windows is notifying me that Prem's live a little too late. Yeah, I guess I was live before, so you missed the first one. I like the tangents, so I like to see you doing discussion streams. I mean, I guess you could tweet me some topics you want me to discuss, you know. I don't like doing too many tangents because people get annoyed, but I know that some people also like them. You should do more of these, not just YouTube drama. Yeah, I guess tweet me some ideas. I might still be going live later on, not tonight, but like when I sleep and wake up, because it is 2-year anniversary. This might be a lot of lives this week actually, because KSI's album is coming out, and I wanted to do an album listening party stream, which will get flagged for copyright, of course, but why the fuck not? I was gonna listen to it anyway, but I was gonna do that later on in the week, so it might be a few live streams here and there.
FouseyTube is another YouTuber who is a frequent target of Keemstar's.
So we finished the Etika part, now we're on to Fousey. Fousey had his own breakdown at some point.
He also suffered a manic break, and here he is talking directly to Keemstar.
Hey, I'm just telling you as a man.
Why has he lifted his vest up to be like a bra? I mean, maybe it was hot that day, I don't know. If PewDiePie could stream himself watching Phineas and Ferb clips, you can do anything. Well, I mean, he's PewDiePie, he's got the clout already. You can, at this point, do anything, literally, and people still will watch. And plus, once you like someone as a person, you kind of want to see them do a lot of different things, which is kind of what I was trying to craft with this channel, like create a persona, well, not a persona, but like show off my personality to the point where people that fucks with that want to see me try anything, and not just limit me or box me into one category. The 3 people that unsubbed clearly didn't want that. It's natural, it's part of the process. You know, it makes it harder to grow when you're relying more on yourself and less on the actual topics. You know, your discussion videos are my favorite, so you shouldn't be surprised. Oh, thank you. I don't even do that many discussions, to be honest. I mean, I did the Flat Earth video, which was, I guess the Flat Earth video was kind of a discussion. I don't know.
28 years old, what I feel.
A Prem-sona, wow.
You made me want to commit suicide last year. I wanted to kill myself because of all the attention you gave me. I rewatched videos going viral after the attention you're giving me now of you saying Fousey is the biggest piece of shit, egotistical asshole on this earth. I have bipolar and depression. That what you put into my head made me want to kill myself.
I've never seen that clip. I mean, I heard about the FouseyTube breakdown, and I found out about him saying it was bipolar because he went on Logan Paul's podcast, but I didn't see that. But it does really manifest everything. Like, everything you're thinking about Keemstar, like, Fousey's just saying it, you're like, yep. It's so in line with the way he reports news in a very derogatory, go after the person kind of way. He like took like what Perez Hilton became popular for back in the 2000s and just took it to a whole nother level, and he capitalized off it. He's making money off it, so of course it doesn't matter. But yeah, that shit, yeah, it was heavy. It's the right word, you know. Just really like dig into me, and it's gonna hurt, you know. I've been in minor scandals before, or I should say maybe my twin brother, and it was over bullshit things like video game opinions. But even still, the way people treat you online, it has an effect. It has an effect on you, because if you genuinely like interacting with people online and you like building these communities and being in these communities, are very detrimental to your mental. So, you know, not even TMZ takes it that far, and they're the worst of the worst. Yeah, I mean, TMZ have had their moments of taking things too far, but at the end of the day, it's not. They're a company, you know, they can't say certain things. Like, TMZ cannot go around doxing people. When you're a company, there's a certain level of rules that you have to follow. Keemstar's a dude. He gets away with shit. Oh, of course, Twip. So he's rewinding now. I'm assuming this is like some kind of recapping everything that he's already said kind of thing.
But ladies and gentlemen,
Oh yeah, you can time out Twip. He's not a mod.
I am here to tell you that Ethan Klein is a liar.
Oh, so like Ethan is set. So the whole like this is a 46-minute video. The whole 33 minutes is just like, let's go off the Keemstar's credibility using whatever we can use, whether it's Etika or, you know, the other people he mentioned. I don't remember the other people's names, FuziTube and other people. And let's just create the mentality like Keemstar is someone we shouldn't like. Now before we get to the actual Ethan drama, so at this point he's already primed his viewers to go side with Ethan because Keemstar's wrong essentially. Very smart way to like structure this whole thing. If he had just done a response, then people would have just gone off the individual drama or whatever. But by doing it this way, it's like you just warm them up for half an hour using whatever you could use, and then now let's go for the actual main topic.
He's a liar, you liar. That's not the truth.
So now the real reason he made it for me. Exactly, essentially. That's exactly what's happened now.
Truth. You didn't spend $15,000 of your own money. And in the video he uploaded yesterday, again, he said, I spent my own money on the slot. That's just not true. And I'll tell you why it's not true. Because like 3 years ago, there was this really popular game called Payday 2. And the creators of Payday 2 basically came out and said, look, we're going to do an H3H3 DLC pack. We're going to sell it for $5. And all the money we make, we're going to give to H3H3 for the lawsuit. The lawsuit.
I'm sure you guys know about the H3 lawsuit, so I'm not gonna get into that. Unless if you don't know, I could go into it. But I don't want to take too many detours, you know.
Here we are back at the beginning of our video.
Oh shit, my green screen isn't even tightened up. Hold on. Ugh. That fix it. Yeah, that should do it.
Where Keemstar was just accusing me of a felony fraud.
But ladies and gentlemen, I am here to tell you that Ethan Klein is a liar.
If what he claims were true, not only would I be a terrible person, I'd also be in legal trouble with both Starbreeze, the game's producer, and I'm sure the federal government.
I pride myself on getting you the facts.
But surely with such incredible claims, a newsman like Keemstar would have incredible evidence to back it up.
I don't know about even a small comment recapping. Okay, so Ethan used to do funny reaction videos. Like he'd react to funny things online, you know, other people's content or whatever. But he would take like small clips of it, and then most of it was his commentary. It was blatantly fair use. Well, let's say he reacted to this one dude called Matt Hossone, and I think the guy made some really cringy skit. Ethan did a reaction to it on his channel, and it was a funny video. The Matt Hoss guy was not happy about it, wanted it taken down, ended up taking him to court, and it became a big deal because fair use is something that can only be proven in a court of law. Obviously, people can look at something and go, that's most likely fair use. It has to be decided by a judge. So, given that they won the case, I mean, I guess they won, but the process was the problem because you have to spend money on lawyers and shit, and it cost them a lot of money. And I think they had like a GoFundMe or something, and people were donating because it wasn't just about Ethan at that point. It was about fighting for fair use. If they lost, then other people would come for other people. So Ethan and them had to win to prove that fair use is real and that you can't just, you know, tell someone to take the video down because it's criticizing them or whatever. So.
I pride myself
Yeah, that guy in the chat just explained it pretty much.
on getting this right.
Otherwise, it would just be outright slander. Let's see what he's got.
Payday 2's new H3H3 themed DLC sells for $4.99, which the developer...
So I don't actually know about this particular recent Ethan drama, so if someone wants to explain it better, then, you know, that would be helpful. Payday 2's H3 themed DLC sells for $4.99, which Overkill receives 0% of the cut. It's a matter of protecting IP. We understand, respect, and appreciate the privileged situation our community has helped us create as independent game developers. Overkill writes there. Okay. So, there's DLC themed after H3H3, and Overkill aren't getting a cut of it. I'm confused. So, yeah, what is the situation exactly?
For overkill will receive 0% of the cut. It's a matter of protecting IP.
And his proof is, get this, one Kotaku article that says, quote, it's a matter of IP. Yes, that's his whole quote. He's going to go out to 1 million people and say Ethan Klein is a liar and guilty of felony fraud because Kotaku said it's a matter of IP.
It's a matter of...
So, it feels like the first 33 minutes of this video, it was just a setup for him to do this. Like, you could have recapped Keemstar's, you know, mental state or how Keemstar is in like 2-3 minutes and then gotten to your point. I feel like you've just milked the fuck out of all of that for a longer video, because the longer video feels more meaty in terms of content, feels more real. Like, oh, there's so much to talk about, they have to make a long video. But in reality, 3 minutes could have recapped everything without making it feel like you were just weaponizing, you know, other people's, you know, shit to help support your own point about your own shit. Like, using Etika to support whatever this lawsuit related to a game is about. It just feels like you spend more time on that than you're actually spending on your own shit, you know? This video felt like Keemstar 101. Exactly. It feels like a recap. iDubbbz Content Corp was like a next level going into the mental psyche of Keemstar. This is like, you know when you watch those TV shows and it's like the show's been running for 6 seasons and it's a drama show. You don't know anything that's happened in the show. Like Vampire Diaries used to do that. And at the start of a season, because they know that people might just start from season 6 and not have watched the first 5, they spend like 3 minutes recapping 5 seasons of TV shows all in one chunk. Like, yep, now you know everything kind of thing. This feels like a whole episode of recap. This took 2+ hours. Yes, it's a 46-minute video, and I'm reacting and discussing it. It wasn't going to take 47 minutes, you know?
IP, blah, 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 blah. They're giving them the money for the lawsuit.
Bro, blah, 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 you're a news guy.
IP, blah, blah, blah.
It's a new $45 edition of the game, which comes with the base game, Paul previously released DLC. Okay. 1 character pack, the Ethan and Healer pack, which has been put on sale to help the channel find. So this is from 2017.
Blah, 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 blah. They're giving them the money for the lawsuit.
Bro, blah, 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 you're a news guy. You don't blah, blah, blah. You blah, blah, blah the whole article. Maybe you didn't blah, 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 blah article, you'd actually know that what you're saying is bullshit. G-Fuel apparently blah, blah, blah'd your whole history when they decided to sponsor you.
Blah, 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 blah. They're giving them the money for the lawsuit.
Next time you watch...
Did anyone really find that skit funny? Oh, Ethan used to be so funny. Like, oh my god. Maybe it's just aging. He's like 10 years older than me. Like, he's like 35. Maybe it's just that. Ethan used to be so fucking funny. I remember. Maybe he just got stale. But, you know, it's what it is.
Keemstar, remember what his research entails?
Alright. It's the blah, 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 blah.
Now, I'm assuming Keemstar wouldn't just make something like this up.
I pride myself on getting you the facts.
So let's give him the benefit of the doubt, and let's call someone who would actually know. So I called Almir Listo, the
global brand director of Star Wars. He still thinks he's fine. Yeah, I mean, people always think they're still in their element when they're not, because they still got like success and clout, so they assume they're still at the top. But that doesn't mean they're at the top. Your prime was probably before you were at the top, to be honest, but...
global brand director for Starbreeze Studios. They made the game, and he brokered the deal for us. Have you spoken to Keemstar?
No.
Okay.
I'm not spoken to Keemstar.
Oh, he didn't ask you. Well, did I commit fraud? Was that money meant for us?
It was 100% meant for you and Hila, yeah.
So I didn't commit fraud?
No.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure, because he was saying that I like stole hundreds of thousands of dollars, but you're saying that's not true, and you're the guy that set up the deal and did everything. So if anyone would know, it would be you.
So the money was for the lawsuit, I'm assuming. I guess they're accusing him of what? Using that money for themselves or some shit? Which should be a pretty smart scheme. I mean, you make a lot of money for that. Just say it's for the lawsuit and just pocket it. But, you know, of course that would be wrong.
You, right. Not Keemstar.
It would be me, yeah.
Yeah, it would be you. Okay, fantastic. Well, I feel much better. I feel like the FBI will be relieved to know that, and No fraud.
All right.
But all right, thanks, man. Take care, dude.
Twip, why am I not a mod? I don't know who you are, so you know, this is not my twin brother's channel.
Thank you.
You need to ban some words. Problem is, if you ban a word, people will realize that you've banned the word and will find other ways of saying the same word. So there's really no point in banning a word. They'll just find, they'll use a number, or they'll, you know, it's just like, it'll be obvious, you know. That's why I have mods.
This is a big fuck up.
So this man made a 46-minute video using all these horrible things as expedition for the main course, which is about 3-year-old video game DLC drama. Essentially, yeah. Essentially, the whole build-up, all the shit that he was building up to, was just, Keemstar's a bad person. Now, therefore, he is wrong with regards to this thing, essentially.
This is a serious big fuck up, to the point where I just feel ashamed. I feel ashamed. I can't believe that we would fuck up like this. We reported a story
This is the pedophile thing, isn't it?
that this Massachusetts man, John Phillips, had sex with a teen that he married in an online game in RudeScape back in 2011. Okay? And then he got out of jail, and then he's streaming.
You have no power. We got through this. Well, I got dislikes on the earlier part of the stream before the stream cut out, so that's probably just other people in general. It's probably not Twip. So who knows?
On Twitch again. Now the problem with this is that that's not John. That's a gentleman named Tony. And when we reported this video, a bunch of you went over and harassed this guy.
The way he says, like, a bunch of you, like, you gave the false information. It's on you. You're responsible for this. And like, a bunch of you went on your own and just, you know, through no fault of us. You know, it's just you being you lot. You know, you guys are at fault. Is what it is. You people fucking just like, we're here trying to report the news. You people are going off harassing people. What the fuck? You know, I know I've doxed like 50 fucking people at this point, but it's cool. It's cool. You people need to get in line, busters.
Called him names, pedo, sex offender, you name it. This guy didn't do anything.
And this, you could tell it's fake remorse. He doesn't actually feel remorse. He just wants people to feel sympathy for him, like he's the victim and everything. And it's a very smart, allegedly, sociopathic trait. He's really just like trying to craft the whole thing like he's so sorry and it was a mistake, and now my rabid fans are harassing him and I didn't tell you to do that. But in reality, he doesn't give a fuck. He just wants to make sure his channel's intact. There's a reason why I call him the YouTube cockroach.
He didn't do anything wrong.
He's a sensitive guy. He has a hard time holding himself accountable.
And because of me, he was harassed. I pride myself on getting you the fact.
Wait, you got banned for 3 months? Oh, sorry about that. I don't think I banned you. Oh, Twit did it. Oh.
Like, I pride myself on getting this right. I don't ever want to f up like this again. I don't ever want to fail you like this again. I pride myself on being right. And I was not right this time. And Tony, if you're watching, we're going to make this right with you, no matter what we have to do.
I am not gonna put up
Oh,
with
go
you
on the
fucking
club thing.
blaming me for
Copyright.
controlling you anymore.
I don't think you have any idea how fast I really am.
And I'm holding back every urge from saying just like, go fuck you, go fuck yourself. I'm holding that back.
He's all basically like, yo, I played victim, I acted like I felt empathy, and I did it for a few minutes. Now, can you just shut the fuck up? I can't do it for any longer. You can't be fake for long. Like, people can try and be fake, but after a while, it just becomes very blatant that it's hard to not be real. And Keemstar was trying so hard, the black and white and the, you know, I mean, maybe the black and white was just an Ethan edit, but he was trying so hard with the old somber, like, attitude, like, yo, like, we feel this way, and you rabid fans, and this is this, that. And eventually just like, I'm fucking tired of you. You're ruining my legacy. Just shut up. Just fuck off. Like, you know, I'm trying to make this drama a lot of money.
Any idea how fast I am?
Prem green screen. Oh yeah. See, my chair that I was using was kind of broke, so I had to go and get my old chair, which is also kind of broken, but not as broken. I know, right? I've got problems, but yeah, this chair makes it, the way the chair is spaced out makes it harder to keep the green screen in line. So that's kind of part of the problem here.
Go get an attorney and sue him.
I'm fast as fuck, boy.
Every single day I get a death threat on the email because I'm a pedophile.
Go.
Imagine sending a death threat on an email. You know you're not gonna do shit, okay? Because most of these people that actually do shit don't leave death threats on the email. Like, imagine you were actually going to kill some random pedophile online. Would you email him first and tell him? Like, you just go and see him somewhere and do it. I'm not saying you should do that. I'm not sicking my fans on no one, okay? Don't go and do some shit and say Prem told you to do it. I ain't told you to do shit. I'm just saying, why the fuck would you email someone a death threat if you were actually gonna do it? Maybe there are some people like that. I don't know. You know, people be crazy.
Fuck you. Go fuck yourself.
Well, I mean, you know, whose fault do you think that is? Come on.
The reason I showed you this is because he hasn't changed. He never changed.
Internet tough guys are different from actual tough guys, of course, naturally.
It only took him 1 year to turn on Tony. This is a man that purports to do the news, but goes out and calls a man a pedophile based on a picture, or to accuse someone of a felony fraud with absolutely no evidence.
I don't kill people like you do sometimes. You killed that old man by calling him a pedophile.
A hateful, spiteful person that can't differentiate between personal vendetta and news.
He's pissed off, man. This guy's mad at the world.
He wields his audience like a weapon, striking at anyone that dares to criticize him.
We need this dude's address. We need to drop his address.
And if the facts don't suit his mission, then he will alter them, manipulate them, and create them.
Do you touch kids?
Until the harassment becomes so unbearable.
Pop Smoke's killers didn't email him a death threat. Oh, we're taking it there. Yeah, I mean, there was no threat there. They leaked their own address on Instagram. That was their own fault, unfortunately. And then the people showed up, you know. By emailing, that would have just ruined the whole shit because they would have just left the room. They would have left the building. So, you know.
Well, you simply surrender.
Keemstar, I apologize, and I won't be sending you any more tweets. And, you know, no matter what, I'll do my very best to make sure that your name never comes out of my mouth. Now, on my show, when people bring you up, I'm just going to tell them that, hey, I think you're a nice guy and I don't want no trouble.
Beating this guy into submission. God
I don't
damn.
think you have any idea how fast I really am.
Just to give you an idea of how Keemstar torments and harasses people on his enemy list, let me show you some of the DMs he sent me over the years. Now, these are cold DMs. I've already unfollowed him, and
Brotherhood is top 10 though, but you know, I don't want to go off a tangent right now because I know that's someone's goal in the chat.
he is sending me these DMs unsolicited, out of the cold blue, for the express purpose of harassing me. So I really don't feel bad sharing these tweets at all. Currently working on a H3H3 lying salty man-child video. Have a few questions. Have you ever?
Wait, so whose screenshots are these? Let me see. He explained
And
it.
he is now. These are cold people on his enemy list. Let me show you some of the DMs he sent me over the years. Now these are cold DMs. I've already unfollowed him, and he is sending me these DMs unsolicited, out of the cold blue, for the express purpose of harassing me. So I really don't feel bad sharing
send it to
these
him.
at all. Currently working on a H3H3 lying salty man-child video. Have a few questions. Have you ever flagged down another YouTuber creator's video? I don't answer. And he persists. Can I get an answer here? I'm trying to meet your request of giving non-stop defense because your baby ass can't defend yourself. Keemstar will make insane accusations, groundless accusations. And then
Brotherhood annoyed you prefer the AC2. Well, I mean, most people prefer AC2, so I'm not surprised. It's kind of natural. Picking Brotherhood over AC2 is an unpopular opinion, but yeah, I don't want to go on a tangent, but yeah.
he expects you to defend yourself. In fact, he likes it if you'll come on his.
You know the thing I hate about Keemstar? Because he's the one that has the most popular news show, right? It's almost like he's supposed to be the king of morality in a sense where because he reports the news, he has that power, and he knows he has that power, and like he can DM you and say certain things and force someone to apologize. Otherwise, we're reporting this story, and it's like he's been put in this position of, you know, I'm here, and you guys could be on my show in a negative light. I can ruin your career unless you do this kind of thing. And it's like, of all people, is this really the guy that should be in that position? You know, like someone who's so like just not stable, like in terms of like the way he acts. I don't know. Like he's got no competition. Do you know what I mean? Does he really have any competition though? Like, let's be real. Like, in terms of like entertainment wise, who is more entertaining when it comes to petty YouTube drama than Keemstar? He has like competition. There's people that are better in terms of like what they say on a critical level, like on a commentary level. Like I would say Andre Turbel. I forgot his name. I'll say he's better. There's a lot of people that are better when it comes to like actually going into the critical side of things, but you know, Keemstar being a man child is kind of part of the appeal of his content. Is that look at this man child talking about YouTube drama. Look at this guy born in like 1982 talking about the drama of YouTubers born in the late 90s, sometimes 2000s. Like, you know, Keemstar abuses the power he has. Yeah, pretty much.
Accusations. And then he expects you to defend yourself.
Skr sucks, but it's his competition. I mean, Skr's kind of boring. Like, I guess I'd rather hang out with him than Keemstar, but like when it comes to drama, I feel like he was just kind of doing it because it worked. I don't feel like he was the embodiment of drama. Like, there's a reason why Keemstar stayed more successful. He was more entertaining to watch, because to really get to that level of entertainment, you have to be one with the drama, which is what Keemstar is. He's a man child. That's why it works. You know, he's talking about petty drama, and he himself is petty. I think Skrs was almost too mature to really like delve into it on an entertaining level.
So in fact, he likes it if you'll come on his show and defend himself. That's how his operation works. And so he goes, oh, well, he didn't say anything in his defense, so he must be guilty. Have you ever lied to anyone on YouTube? What are you, the fucking FBI? I don't have to answer shit, you dumbass. Bro.
Unless I don't think you have mental issues. Want me to grab a number for you to call from Etika Costello?
I am honestly starting to think you are having mental issues. Want B to grab...
You got a new sub. Thank you for subscribing.
Grab a number for you to call from Etika Costello? He's making a reference to some like Team 10 drama. It's like, bro, this is the next day. This is the night, and then the next day in the morning. He goes, have you ever lied about anyone on YouTube? And then 2 days later, can I get a sorry yet, or do I need to keep defending myself? He's like an abusive spouse punching his girlfriend in the face. Do I need to keep defending myself, or are you going to apologize? We made a video about CSGO lottery, about how these two dudes, T-Mart and Pro Syndicate, were...
Oh, I remember this scandal. They had like a gambling thing, and they were trying to like market it like it was, oh, it's so cool, it's so legit, and the reality is that it was not legit, basically. Oh, I've lost another subscriber. Wow. Woo!
Pretending to gamble on a CSGO lottery site that they owned. It was crooked as hell, and we made a video about it. So Keemstar DMs me out of the cold blue, and he says, I know about the CSGO gambling investment for a while now. People are talking. I said, are you accusing me of being invested in CSGO gambling? He goes, me? No. Others may be, though. I go, oh.
So for those of you who don't know, those guys were like making a video showing this gambling site, and like, oh, you can win, da 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 da. It was their own site, and they were just pocketing the money. They don't want the Pauls do a similar thing. Jake Paul, someone lost one, gained one. Actually, if you include the one I gained, I actually lost another 2. So yeah, I've lost like at least a net loss of 4 since I started streaming. But yeah, Jake Paul had a different scandal. His was a bit separate. These other 2 guys, it was their own platform that they were pretending was someone else's that they were using and making money. Jake Paul's one was like some other guys had a gambling platform. They said Jake Paul should promote it. He did a video on it saying, look at me, I'm winning all these things. It's so cool. Obviously, he's probably got a cheat account, which gives him the ability to win things better. And then, yeah, everyone should sign up and use it. And then they sign up and they gamble their money away, and that's it, really. And Jake Paul probably just got a huge cut for the video itself. So that wasn't his own site, just that he was taking a very dodgy sponsorship, you know. I don't think there's anything wrong with taking a sponsorship as long as it's not dodgy. Like, if you're promoting, even if you're promoting fucking Raid Shadow Legends, I mean, it's a free-to-play game. You don't have to play it, and if you do play it and you don't like it, you can delete it. It's a mobile game. You know it's gonna be gacha. Thank you for the subscription, Mr. Cold Heart. But yeah, you know it's gonna be gacha, but at least like when you see the sponsorship, you know what it is. They're promoting a free game or whatever. You play it or you don't play it. You know they're just trying to, you know, make ends meet. Jake Paul was taking a serious bag. I think it was like 6 figures to promote a gambling website to his audience, which are kids. That's another level. You know, you're not just promoting a game that you may or may not like. This is like actual, like, people are gambling money, you know. So it's a bit different there.
Oh, interesting. I say, did you invest? He said, yeah, I made a ton of money too.
You gotta change the sub of the. I'm not, the sub music. I'm actually gonna switch that. I'm gonna use that music for channel memberships, even though I don't actually have channel memberships in this channel. But I will keep the donation music because Nazarati is lit. I can't change that. But where it comes from is irrelevant because eventually people won't even know where it's from. You know, a lot of people don't even know that it's Nazarati. So
he goes on to say, "K,
it hits a little too hard." Yeah, like Nazarati just slaps too hard. I can't change that shit.
You invest under someone else's name, which I guess it leads me to believe he's like, well, I didn't find any evidence of you investing. Did you happen to break the law under someone else's name? I could tell you, I could report on. And there's so many other examples. I could frankly make an entire new video about it. He tweeted out an anonymous letter about how I hired a PR firm to remove videos critical of me for being anti-Semitic.
I was once contracted by Ethan Healer's company. I once trusted H3 as a voice of reason in online entertainment. That's the thing, you can't be trusted people online as like voices of reason. I mean, I get that, but at the end of the day, you only see so much of someone, and yeah, you may agree with them on certain things, but I don't think you should hail someone as this is the voice of reason. They did that with Boogie, they did that with so many people, and it always crumbles. You just have to accept people for what they are, which is they provide like entertainment on the internet. Like, at the end of the day, that's kind of how I see Drama Alert. It's like, I don't really watch Drama Alert religiously. I'm not subscribed, but I do eventually. When there's some drama, I'll go and look for the Drama Alert video because I've already accepted in my mind that Keemstar is allegedly a sociopath, and I don't expect much out of him. I expect to watch the video and see a man-child like gush over some petty drama, and then I go about my day. You can't treat these people like they're up here, and then get mad when you realize they're not up here. They're just down there, you know.
There has been...
What time is it for you, Prim? It's 3:28, so pretty late. My sleeping pattern's always fucked anyway, so it doesn't matter.
An anonymous letter posted to the internet saying that H3H3, Ethan Klein...
He says falsely this, falsely that. The only evidence he has, his advances is what? The buddy set up the crowdfunding for him. Yeah, I mean, it's like, you know, the Deji doxing thing. Like, Deji's response video is just kind of like, yeah, it's not true. That's it. Like, not really, it's not really a debunk. But then again, innocence or proven guilty, right? But, you know, it just feels like making a whole video to say, yep, it's false. Okay, but you haven't really said much.
Was going to try to create a scenario that...
It's kind of like celebrities. We hold them to such high praise and get crushed when they fuck up. Exactly. You know, it's like, oh wow, the chat. Like, I tried to like show the comment because it was hidden, and when I pressed show, it was like another moderator's just handled this. I'm like, oh shit, okay, I'm not needed. But yeah, it's essentially like celebrity worship is, you know, it was easier to worship celebrities before the internet era because at the end of the day, all you would see is the good. Because anything that was bad, they could hide. They could pay off scandals. Like with Bill Cosby, like if he does some shit, he'll settle it out of court, non-disclosure agreement. It's out of the picture. And then the internet comes and then nothing dies anymore. Everything is back at the forefront. And then you realize, oh shit, celebrities are human. Oh shit, celebrities are flawed just like the rest of us. And then now celebrity worship is kind of dying down a bit because they've realized that everyone is fucked up. We're not all fucked up equally, but we're all fucked up, you know. So that whole celebrity worship thing is just going down the toilet right now. Everyone is just another person. Everyone is ground or has the grounds to be cancelled just like anyone else. You know, you can cancel a guy with 50 followers. You can cancel a huge celebrity. You know, unless they got so much clout and they're making so many hit records that you have to wait a few years for their prime to be over before you cancel them. It's weird like that. You know. Press 7 if you can see this. What are you talking about? For a second, I thought the stream had died when you said press 7. I was like, was the stream gone again?
The hate against him was anti-Semitism.
He retweeted people saying that I was faking our $100,000 giveaway. And this video, which is honestly just so gold, I think you should just watch it.
Ethan Klein, H3H3, trying to shut down Comic-Con. Now recently, there has been an outbreak of coronavirus in Seattle, Washington. And the middle of March, Comic-Con is going to be in Seattle, Washington, and apparently 100,000 people are going to show up from around the country, around the world, really. And Ethan Klein, H3H3, I mean, he's trying to get it shut down. He's tagging the governor. He's tagging the politicians. He's demanding that Comic-Con get shut down for the safety of the human race. Now I'm looking at these tweets and I'm like,
this is what I mean
bro,
by wow, I wasn't on the right monitor when I pressed the space bar. But this is what I mean by like man-child. Like you watch this and you're like, look at how excited he is about the drama. Like Skirts and them people, they're not like that. Which is good, they're more mature, but like that's the reason why people watch Keemstar. It's like, look at this grown man so excited about petty drama. You know, just I don't know how he's so excited about shit like this. But is Keem a proven sociopath? I mean, I gotta say allegedly because I can't be going around saying shit like that, but I don't believe that he is not one. Put it that way.
The human race. Now I'm looking at these tweets and I'm like, bro, something ain't right. Something had to have happened behind the scenes between H3H3 and Comic-Con. There had to be some bad blood. Maybe he was planning on going. They weren't going to pay him the right amount. Something happened behind the scenes that he's trying to get Comic-Con shut down. Something ain't right.
I am but one man. Probably not even the most hated man in Keemstar's life. And you've seen the length he's gone to harass me, to slander me, to rewrite history in every conceivable way to make me look evil. And frankly, it has worked on a lot of people. I have a wonderful support system, a wife that loves me, a stable financial system. I'm fortunate and blessed in every conceivable way. And this kind of targeted harassment from Keemstar actually does take a toll on me mentally. And when I'm already having a hard time, Keemstar is sure to drill in and give me even a worse time as possible.
Are you okay, bro? I'm actually worried about you, bro. I think maybe you're having like a mental breakdown.
Now, what happens when someone who has a less stable situation than me endures this targeted and sustained harassment from Keemstar? What happens to them? You know, the streamer that Keemstar accused falsely of being a pedophile had a beautiful way of putting into words what this whole video is driving at.
You know, in life, we're responsible for our own actions. And, you know, we should be a little bit more careful about what we say and do. Because, you know, actions have consequences and they hurt people. It's really that simple. I mean, you know, and they destroy lives. You know, they always say loose lips sink ships, you know. Bottom line is, you start a rumor and, you know, one person tells 2 and 2 tell 4 and 2 tell 8. And the next thing you know, the whole damn world is believing a bunch of bullshit that's not even true. And
the problem I have with this is that, not the guy speaking right now, but it's like, with Ethan, like the way he set up the whole thing and all the prior topics he talked about before getting to his own shit, he's talked about all these more severe issues, these bigger victims to, you know, Keemstar and things in general, like the guy who was accused of being a pedo or the things Keemstar was saying about Etika or whatever, and he's just like, he's described bigger scenarios and then kind of like locked himself in there as if his is as bad, as if Ethan has been cancelled on the same level or something. Meanwhile, your shit is nowhere near like when Fujitsu was going through his shit, it was all over the internet. When Etika was going through his shit, it was all over the internet. Like the pedophile thing was all over the internet. Your thing is not as bad as theirs. I feel like you use theirs to like add credibility to your own. Like realistically, I just feel like without those other things, all of this would have seemed petty. And I think he knew that, and it was like, I have to lump everything else in. Otherwise, on its own, this is not worthy of a content nuke, essentially.
You know, that's exactly what's happened in this case. And look, hey, you know, I'm 64. I'm not real internet savvy. I'm not into all this. But I'll tell you one thing I'm not used to. I'm not used to being called a pedophile. Now, you know, if you accuse me of being bald and fat and ugly, I'll agree with you, okay? Hey, but you know, I'm no pedophile, and that's a terrible thing to say about somebody, period. Anyway, I sent a little Twitter out, and I just said, Keemstar, just so you know, your BS a year and a half ago still causes me trouble every day, and it does.
Go fuck you. Go fuck yourself.
Keemstar, nibble on your cheese. Sit behind your desk like a rat king.
So probably some outro song, it seems like.
At what cost? Constantly making yourself.
You see the Cyberlink Power Director over there? Like, that's the editing software I use, Power Director. I don't know why there's a watermark of that there. Like, someone didn't pay for that or some shit.
Look like a child. You're a
I saw this, not the HD video, but this chick. She was trending on Twitter because of her videos.
You're a clown. You're a
I don't know why this Twip guy keeps asking to me. Well, I don't know you, Twip. Okay.
snake. You're a fake. Keemstar, nibble on.
That song was actually kind of catchy, but okay. So let's quickly go back to Drama Alert right now, and yeah. So I feel like I've said. Let me get the music back on. I feel like I've said what needs to be said. It just feels like, you took something that was so petty or drama and brought in all these more serious topics to try and strengthen your side, strengthen your point. Like, all these things were brought in. I definitely feel like, yeah, like, this is what I think Zero said it. I'm gonna try and find the tweet right now, actually. I think I retweeted it. Let me check on my other screen right now. This is the kind of explained it. Okay, maybe I didn't retweet it. Yeah, let me take this. Zero tweeted this. He said, "The sad part about this YouTube feud between H3H3 and Keemstar is that the tragic story of Etika is ultimately being weaponized to expose the shady behavior of some YouTuber. While it's good to call out despicable acts, it's painful to see Etika's legacy be tainted and used." Essentially that. You're taking something that is serious, which is what happened to Etika, and other similarly serious things like false pedophile accusations and like what was going on with FuseTube. Like Keemstar just being allegedly a sociopath and like, you know, just abusing his position of power and ruining people's lives, and just you're trying to like put that all together and use it to bundle it in with whatever shit H3 is doing or whatever his own personal shit was. It seemed tasteless and unnecessary, essentially. You know, I just don't feel like it needed to be there. I feel like this video should exist. Despite Ethan's faults, he's done some good. Keem's a bad influence on kids, and it should be more. The thing is, I said this before, Keemstar's not gonna go anywhere. Like, this will not end Keemstar, and I know this for a fact because iDubbbz's Content Cop was way better, and that did not end Keemstar. To be fair, dents were made, but it was not. Wow, I typed that in wrong. Dents were made, but it was not as severe. Like, he bounced back ultimately, Social Blade doesn't go that far back in horror industry for Twitch time. He could catch this block if he's not careful. But yeah, I mean, I guess his views are going down, but I don't think that's due to his credibility going down. I just probably think, you know, YouTubers hit a peak and then they drop. It's one of those things. But yeah, he's been here for quite a while. His views have gone up now to 20 million, so he's clearly doing all right. Like, he had a spike here in September, 61 million, and the content cop was like in 2016, like around April or May. He had a bit. In fact, no, when the content cop happened, he lost subscribers, but he was actually getting more views because of the drama, ironically. So it's one of those things. This is not going to end him. I don't believe that this will ruin him at all. He's lost a quick 10k subs. And how many is he gaining every month? 50k he gained in April. So 40k in February, 10k a month. Yeah, he'll lose a few subs, and then he'll report on some other drama, and people will go back and watch him. You know, you don't have to like him to watch him, because he's always reporting on the drama of YouTubers that you already follow. Maybe not all of you follow, but you know what I mean. So as a result, it's just like, you know, it's just how it is, really. Keemstar's not going anywhere. I just feel like people should accept that he is who he is. As long as the viewers don't keep him on the pedestal, that's really what matters. Treat Keemstar as someone who, just because he has clout doesn't mean he should be powerful. If you give him the power, he'll be powerful. If you don't give him the power, then he doesn't have the ability to do what he does. You should take everything he says with a grain of salt, obviously. You know. What's up, Chaosity? Ethan's podcast has been stagnating and it's also been dipping into negative figures, probably contributed to his renewed drama. Yeah, apparently H3's fallen off. I haven't followed H3 in a while, since he was doing like I was watching him back when he was doing the you know, the reaction content and stuff. That was back when I was really following H3. I don't follow him now, so like, how many years has it been since he was doing all that shit? You know, it's been quite a while, so yeah. Wouldn't you not like supporting someone you didn't like, though? Counterintuitive. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't support Drama Alert. I mean, but I have watched Drama Alert videos here and there just because, like, I'm out of the loop. I'm too old for most of this drama, to be honest. Like, most of it involves YouTubers that are younger than me or just the shit that I don't follow. And if people are talking about it on Twitter, I'm just like, let me quickly just skim a Drama Alert video and see what's being talked about. You know, it's kind of like that. Let me just quickly just get myself up to speed on whatever the bullshit is trending is about. But I don't really want to delve into it. That's why I just watch a quick Drama Alert video. I know that Keemstar's not the greatest, but because I've accepted that, I could still watch. Not that I would watch religiously, but it just kind of, it is what it is, really. But there's actually something else I wanted to talk about before we end. I asked some people to remind me, but they don't forgot. Chat is really on its on top notch today. What I wanted to talk about is Deji. Okay. And no, don't stop. Don't play this video. I want to talk about Deji because I feel like I don't want to call it right now, but I don't want to like link this to other things in the past. But he seems like that kind of dude who could go down a certain path. I don't want to say it like blatantly, but you know what happened in 2019. I don't want to say it out loud because I don't like saying these things, but I wouldn't be surprised if he ended up going down that path. Like the kind of harassment he gets, not only from even KSI's fans, but like in general. Now with the sub button, which I'm not saying he's innocent, but what's gonna happen if Deji does do something to himself, and everyone's gonna like backtrack and like be like, oh, we should have been nicer to him, or we should have been less harsh, Yeah, he bought it solved, so he wasn't the worst person in the world. Yeah, he started drama with his brother. But it wasn't, like, I'm not saying that you can't say that just because someone may hurt themselves that you're not allowed to critique anything they do. Obviously, you can't say that because otherwise everyone's immune to criticism. You just say that you're going to hurt yourself and then people will not criticize you. But at the same time, I feel like you have to, it comes to a point where you have to like be like, is this guy going to make it through all of this? I don't know. Chat definitely getting to that next level. You know when it gets late and the chat gets to like next level toxicity, you know you have to end soon. Yeah, we're gonna end soon. Today was supposed to be my 2-year anniversary. I said this at the beginning of the stream. So yeah, I was supposed to do a stream where I played games, and instead I'm doing this, and as a result I lost subscribers. I guess I gained some as well, so it's a net loss of 2 subs for doing these streams. Not exactly what I wanted, but here we are. So this is the first time I've seen you, Prem. Found this searching if Keem wanted to. Not a bad stream. You're insightful to topics. Good luck out there. Thank you. I should actually say this now. I don't usually do this kind of content because I know people might think, oh, he does this. Nah, I literally, I focus mainly on gaming, maybe a bit on music as well. So can't really expect more. I can't say I'll never do anything like this again because I don't really know. But yeah, it's not. Don't like follow expecting everything to be like that. I'm not really a commentary channel or anything like that. So yeah. This reminds you of when you played Maker on your twin brother's channel and you lost subs. Yeah, that was a stream dedicated to Etika, and he lost subscribers because it wasn't about certain topic. But you know, it is what it is. Not everyone wants to see everything. Like when you're crafting a channel where you're trying to be yourself and not do just one thing, you can't grow as fast. Because if you do just one thing, people subscribe quicker because they want that one thing. You're giving them that one thing. You do a bunch of things, like I did this stream, and I started losing subscribers because I'm like, what the fuck is this? We didn't sub for this. You wanted, you know, gaming videos or whatever. I took a hit for that. Apparently, I'm doing this for my own gain. Someone said in the chat earlier. I'm like, what have I gained? You know, like. I lost subscribers. Like, what did I gain in reality? You know, but it's cool. People are gonna say what they're gonna say. We're close to 100k views at least. I don't know if I'll go live later today. I was supposed to, but now I'm kind of tired. We'll see how I'm feeling. Maybe I'll just upload a video and do the stream later. I still want to do the KSI album listening stream. There's quite a few things I want to do. Hey, just joined. Yeah, you showed up at the end of the stream. As for this stream, I don't know if I'm going to keep it up. I might private. I don't know. I could unlist it. I'll probably unlist it. I thought about leaving it up before, but, you know, I'm losing subscribers for it, so I'm thinking I might just make it unlisted, but I'll put it in the live streams playlist. So if you want to go back to it, just find the live stream playlist. It should be there. But, yeah, I'm not really sure if I want to keep it up on the main uploads page. Gained a valuable insight. Feels like yesterday we started showing. To be fair, I didn't really get consistent with it until like last year, because my first upload was on 23rd May 2018, and it was like I was doing like one upload a month or so. Like, let me see. Yeah, 23rd May, and then I dropped one in like 2nd June. Yeah, like I was taking ages to upload. 22nd June, yeah, I was barely uploading, and then this was probably like July or some shit. This is a good video, by the way, but yeah. So yeah, I didn't take it seriously until 2019. So yeah, it feels like more like a year and a bit. But are you saving the stream from the cut or from the start? I'll probably just have both streams as unlisted, and you know, people can find it in the live stream playlist. I don't know. I'm not sure yet. Maybe I'll publish it. I just don't want to lose any more subs. You know, like I've done it now. It's out there. You know, if it was just one stream, maybe I'll publish it. But now it's 2. So if I publish both, I can't just publish one. If I publish both, I might lose even more subs. Like, he's done this thing that we like, and then he's got a second video on it too. Like, you know, I don't know. I remember being like, damn it, he split it to 2 channels. I think he could have done this one or the other. Yeah, I mean, people saying that really don't understand, you know, the dilemma. I feel like you have to understand that when it comes to my twin brother's channel, they are not subscribed to my twin brother. They are subscribed to the thing that he is doing, the game he is playing, the franchise he is, you know, covering. They're not subscribed to him. You have to create a distinction. To subscribe to the person means that you're subscribing to whatever the person is doing, whatever they're trying out, you know. And that was not the case on the other channel. So, just unlisted. Yeah, probably unlisted. I don't know. Maybe other people could discover the video if I leave it up. I'm not even sure, to be honest. So, I'll have a think about it. Let's put it that way. Maybe I'll publish part 1, and then on this part 2. I don't know. I'm just waffling at this point. If they unsubscribe because of this, maybe you don't want or need those type of subscribers. Yeah, I guess if you're trying to craft the channel based on yourself, some of that's gonna happen. It's like trimming the fat, but it still hurts because I'm not growing really fast or anything, so those numbers still count. So I can't really change my content to cater to them. I still have to just, you know, I felt like streaming this. I said, why not? And I streamed it, you know, because I really wanted to talk about it. So, but yeah, either it'll be unlisted or it'll be public. I'll decide later. You guys can let me know on Twitter or something. I don't know. But yeah, I think that's it for this. I feel this type of reaction would be more fit in a video form. Yeah, the thing is, I didn't really want to get into a whole, like, now I have to sit there and edit it, and, you know, because I had so much content. I've got so much content backlog of things I need to edit. So for me to have spent time editing this, considering that it's costing me subscribers, it would have been a bit demoralizing. Like, spend all that time editing and then I upload it, I'm losing subs. But, you know, who knows? Maybe I should just edit down the stream into, I don't know. I feel like I rambled so much that for me to edit it down would be pretty tedious. If I had an editor, though, it would be pretty hype. I'd probably be able to do shit like this. But as of now, it just stays as a stream. So, yeah. Thanks to those who enjoyed the stream. Yeah. So, more content coming soon to the channel. Hopefully, I may be live again. Not now, obviously. I'm gonna go to bed, but obviously, like, later on, I might go. Like, I don't know. I'm tired now, so it might not happen today. I might postpone the live to another day. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Those who didn't unsub. But yeah, trying to remember my outro now. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell. It's your boy PREMulous, Ram Gang. I'm out.